title this? I think I did. Good morning. I think I put a title up. I did. Love your body. Love your body. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Fall is upon us. It's chilly. It's going up to the 50s. So, good morning. It is day 24. We're on statement number 4. And we're going to talk about loving your body. But before we jump into that, today is my eldest son's. Today is my eldest son's, my firstborn son's birthday. He is 21 today. Every year on his birthday, he wants to hear his birth story. He is man, listen, I'm not going to get to the point where I'm crying every single time I come on these lives. Like, it's a no. And let me tell y'all something. The very fact that I'm even crying in front of you all is so much growth, because I didn't even like to see my own self cry. Like, grown up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was like I couldn't see me cry, because it was like, no, we don't do that. We don't have those emotions. But my firstborn son, we've had him tested for autism, and because he was verbal, they said that he wasn't on the spectrum, but I know that he's on somebody's spectrum somewhere. He is the sweetest, most loving man. I said today I can't call you the birthday boy, I have to call you the birthday man. Man that I know, and I will admit that I am petrified, not terrified, petrified of figuring out, I don't know how to let him go out into the world. You know, I feel that for all 3 of my sons. My daughter's so interesting. I felt like she was okay, but my sons, man, I have this deep fear in me of letting them go out, but this one in particular, because he's on the spectrum somewhere, he's just so sweet, and he's so kind, and I'm learning to watch him unfold. Anyway, he's 21 today, and for a while, when he was first born, he was in the hospital for failure to thrive. He was losing weight, and he developed a urinary tract infection. It took the doctor some time to figure that out, so he was in the hospital. I could not be with him. It breaks my heart. My son was in the hospital alone as an infant, because I had a 13-month-old at home, so I couldn't be with him in the NICU. So those are those things where, as parents, when we love our children, if I ever needed to do a scene for TV and think of something and cry, I will always think of the fact that my son was 2 weeks old in a hospital, and I, his mom, could not be with him and could only visit him on certain days, depending on who I could get to watch my daughter. And but so he's 21 today, and I am thrilled and excited that he is here, and we're gonna go do our ritual, which is get him NBA 2K game, because he's got one every year, and it's always his year. So it's NBA 2K21 came out, so he's 21, so he loves that. So we're gonna go do that. He wants to get his nose pierced, so we're gonna go do that too. So we're gonna have a little bit of a day. All right, so that's my thing today. It's my eldest son's 21st birthday, and the sadness of it, the sadness on the other side of that, as I did cry quite a bit last night, and that his father isn't here to see him turn 21. That's gonna be a thing. He's okay, because unfortunately he didn't have a really good relationship with his dad. None of my sons did, which breaks my heart too, because I chose that. I don't believe I chose that. All right, so let's get into it today, because it's about loving your body. All right, statement for day 24. Statement 4 is, through my consciousness of my God self, the Christ within as my source, I draw into my mind and feeling nature the very substance of spirit. This substance is my supply. Thus, my consciousness of the presence of God within me is my supply. I'm going to read it again. Through my consciousness of my God self, the Christ within as my source, I draw into my mind and feeling nature the very substance of spirit. This substance is my supply. Thus, my consciousness of the presence of source energy within me is my supply. All right. So, as I was reading this morning, it's one of my, I've had to set goals for myself because my brain doesn't seem to want to focus otherwise. And so I've been really working on finishing reading this book, Mary Magdalene Revealed, and I'll put the title in the comments. This book is amazing. And I wanted to talk about loving your body because I think a lot of times we think that we've been given a, and I'm not talking about transgender people, so let me put that caveat out there. I'm talking about, you in your right body. I mean, I guess it could apply to some. I don't know. I don't know enough to say that. But this is not what this is about. That's what I wanted to put that disclaimer out there. Some of us think that we have the wrong body. We think that we were somehow given a body that wasn't right for us. It's too fat, too short, too tall, too dark, too light, too skinny, not enough breasts, not enough butt, not enough dick. Wait, I feel like my earring's coming out. Not picking my nose, I'm really twirling my earring around. And we feel like somehow we've been shortchanged in our body. Like, hello, where's the rest? Or just too much. And we haven't been given the wrong body. We haven't. What has unfortunately happened is that some people decided that there was going to be a specific standard of what was going to be used for beauty in order to market to you what your body should look like, thus then giving you the impression that you somehow have the wrong body and that you then have to do things to change your body. Now, this is different to me than being healthy. Many of you know I'm affiliated with a couple of different companies, by the way. But the one company that I'm affiliated with that I'm excited about now, yes, does have products for people who are looking to lose weight and get healthy and things like that. My approach to it is different. I'm not interested in having anybody change their body. I think what's most important is that you love the body you're in. And then with the body you have, what can you do to give that body everything it needs to be its most exceptional self while it's in this realm? What can you do to give the body you have everything it needs to live exceptionally in this realm? That's the difference, right? You weren't given the wrong body. So in the book Mary Magdalene Revealed, she talks about Shrek. I have children, and so I've seen the Shrek movies, Shrek Christmas, Shrek Halloween, whatever, when they were younger. This is one of those things I do to help my body live exceptionally. So at the end of the Shrek, at the first movie, right? I mean, as a parent, like, I knew Fiona wasn't gonna turn into, right? Like, I mean, I'm assuming y'all have seen Shrek by this stage in life, right? So we all know she's waiting for true love's kiss. And in the book she reminds me of this. She's waiting for true love's kiss to come and turn her into the form that would make her most beautiful. And to her parents and everyone in the kingdom, it was all slender Fiona, all blonde Fiona. It was the beauty. And one of the reasons why I love this movie so much is because of the message that it sent. Right? Now, as a parent watching it, like I'm watching it, I get the moral in advance. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool. You know, kids watching it, right? They're like, oh, she's still an ogre. It's like, yes. And she realized that she was always beautiful. That her beauty wasn't about her body. It wasn't about her hair. It wasn't about who she was in the daytime. Indeed, in fact, her beauty was about who she was in the dark. Woo-hoo, you know, I could go places with this. Her beauty was about who she was in the darkness, the places that we fear, those places we don't want to touch inside of ourselves. I should have saved this shit for Sunday because I feel like I'm in church right now. I want you to understand how deep that shit is. How you could draw that out. Some of y'all saying, nah, she's doing too much. Go back and watch the movie and tell me something different. And then understand and learn about, you know, feminine energy. And yeah, this is mostly for the women, fellas, sorry. Then go back and learn about feminine energy. Go back and learn about how we all come from the dark. Go back and learn about how we are all knitted together in the womb. Right? As some of your Bible folk want to say. There's nothing that comes into this realm that does not come through dark. Not a seed that sprouts up from the earth, not a tree that goes from the ground, not a child that is created inside of complete and total darkness. And so in Shrek, Fiona is who she truly is in the dark. That is the essence of her. And she's so afraid to be that. She's been told she shouldn't be that. She's been told that is not acceptable. It's ugly. Nobody wants it. That the only way for her to be accepted was to be who she was in the light. And only in the light. And only that form of beauty. No. Y'all better be sitting back in your own homes like, fuck that shit. Okay? No, absolutely not. What we learn from her is how true love will reveal to us who we truly are. And it doesn't require a kiss from someone else, by the way. When you love your body, when you truly love who you are. And y'all, I just read this morning. I love how Source Energy just brings shit together, right? When you love who you are, first of all, you don't need true love's kiss to reveal to you. You are the kiss. You are the kiss. To help unravel the love that you truly have for yourself and the love that you have for this vessel, for this body that houses you. Yes, thank you. Thank you for my body, even if you only have one arm. Thank you for my body, even if you only have one leg. Thank you for my body if you've had a hysterectomy. Thank you for my body if you can't see. Thank you for my body if you can't hear, because there's still a whole body there. There are people rolling around having their best life with no legs and no arms. Please don't tell me that you can't live your best life with a size A or a flat ass. Really? That's where you're at? And I don't want to diminish your desire to be in a body that you feel embodies and represents the best of who you feel you are. I get that, right? And you can do that too. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and like knock plastic surgery, for instance. Maybe you feel like that A is just does not represent who you are inside. I get that. And I can completely understand that goal. If your issue is that your A doesn't make you look like what you think you're supposed to look like. Well, that's different. That's different. One person is very clear on the fact that there's a busty ass chick in this body. You know, and maybe her journey was to embrace that busty ass chick and be like, I gotta show. It has to show. Like, it's gotta show, right? Because that's the energy I carry. I carry big tit energy, and this needs to show. Whereas there's someone else who could be very content with not having the big titties, but somehow feel shame because they think they're supposed to. Like, if there's an inkling of shame in anything that you're doing with your body, don't do a thing and work through that feeling first. Because you might find that you actually really don't give a shit, and you like the fact that you can just go braless and be like, wee, and don't have to worry about nothing. Like, you like that. It's just you worry if other people will like that, right? But you're good with it. You love just wearing your shirts, you know. You don't have any underboob sweat. Like this. There's perks. If there's shame involved, do nothing. Sit with that first. But yeah, it's so important to just love the body that you have. Like, you can enhance it. You can get it health. I'm a health nut at my core. My journey into speaking about sexuality and all that started from a health aspect. I danced as a child. I worked out. In high school, we had to take sport every semester. I learned how to swim. I did soccer. I did volleyball. Not on the varsity teams, y'all, intramural, because I learned how to play soccer. I learned how to play volleyball, but we had teams, we played, okay? I played soccer, I played volleyball. I never touched basketball. I am 5'11". Don't ask. Too much coordination going on. It was easier for me to dance. But so we had to do that stuff, and my passion for fitness came out of that. It came out of an aerobics class with a teacher. And as we were doing those moves, and I was like, I could work out and dance at the same time. That was that became my passion. So I love the idea of people being healthy and fit. I also know the darker side of that, of what it is to become obsessed with weight, to become obsessed with how you look. I did that too. You know, and it was a journey even still for me to learn to love my body. And the funny thing is that I didn't fully fall in love with my body until I got into my 40s. I think that happens for a lot of women. You know, it's just, I don't know if it's that we're like, shit, this is what it is, fuck it. I don't know if it's that, or if we're really like, you know what? You tell a cool story about my life. Either way, I think that happens for a lot of women. And so whatever it is that you're pursuing when it comes to your health and your wellness, love and embrace your body, and know that this source energy, this Christ consciousness, this spirit within you did not give you the wrong body. Did not shortchange you. In fact, if you really sit with your body, you may find that it is here to teach you. That your body is one of your lessons, or one of the ways in which you are learning. It's the vessel, literally, through which you are learning some lessons. So you are not given the wrong body. This substance is your supply. Thus, the consciousness of the presence of source energy within you is your supply. It has given you this gift, this body, whatever it looks like. Broad nose, short nose, vitiligo, skin all one color, a little bit of hair unable to grow, you know, great eyesight, huge bifocal glasses, a lisp, not a lisp. This consciousness came into this realm to experience life in all of its many, many forms. And if you're living in this era right now, well, duh, you are, because here you are. There are so many ways to help you live in your body and give it what it needs to be its most exceptional self. Whatever that is. Whether it's surgery or weightlifting or yoga, or just understanding what you're eating and why you eat it. You have so many ways now to help your body live its best life and have its longest shelf life possible. Because we know this goes. We don't go, but this goes. So what can you do starting today to show your body that you love it and to give it what it needs to be its most exceptional, wonderful self, to give you the longest amount of time in this realm, which will allow you to unfold in ways that you've never imagined? I think that's a far better question than how much weight do you want to lose, right? Because what does your body need? Well, that might be in there. All of that stuff might be in there. But what does your body need to be its most exceptional self? Because it might be something that you haven't considered. Because it might just need to dance. It might need to run. Take some time today to breathe in and just sit with your body and ask your body. It's so funny, you know, when we take the time to literally listen and not be on the go and just take a deep breath in and exhale and just say, oh, this body, I love you. I love you so much. Tell me what you need from me to do today in order for you to be exceptional. And if you don't quite love your body yet, you take a deep breath in and you exhale. You can say, oh, body, you know, I'm working on loving you. I really am. It's been rough, you know? But I want to love you, I do. And I'm grateful for the time we've had together so far. I am. What is it that you need from me today in order for you to feel and look exceptional? Could just be that your body wants some damn lip gloss. Like, I want some lip gloss today, okay? I want it popping today. That's it. You put that on and all day you be like, you know the song, right? So that's it for today. Go watch Shrek if you haven't watched it, even though I just ruined the ending for you. Go love your body today. You weren't given the wrong body. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever is happening, there's so much gold in all of that for you. All right, that's it for today. I'm going to go enjoy the birthday day with my 21-year-old. You all have a fucking abundant day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.